Have you ever walked into a room and felt like someone just vanished? That's exactly what happened in June 1992 in Springfield, Missouri. Let's go back to June 6th, 1992. Springfield, a cozy town of 140,000 people, where graduation parties light up summer nights. Sherrill Levitt, 47, is a hairdresser at New Attitude Salon on West Sunshine Street. A single mom, twice divorced, she pours her heart into her kids, Suzie and Stevie. Clients adore her. She's the type who remembers your dog's name while snipping your bangs. Her house at East Elmar Street is her pride. Freshly bought in April '92, complete with new deadbolts and wallpaper borders. I picture her there, varnishing a chair, her Yorkshire Terrier, Cinnamon, curled up nearby. Suzie Streeter, 19, is Sherrill's daughter, just graduated from Kickapoo High School. She's got bleached blonde hair, a scar on her forearm, and a spark that draws people in. But life's been rough. Her parents' divorce left scars, and a recent DUI made her cautious about driving. She's eyeing cosmetology school, maybe following in her mom's footsteps. Her friend Stacy McCall, 18, is all smiles, college-bound, dreaming of becoming a nurse. Her parents describe her as the responsible one, always calling home. That Saturday, June 6th, Suzie and Stacy are buzzing with graduation fever. They hit parties across Springfield, starting at Janelle Kirby's house in Battlefield, about 10 miles from Sherrill's. Janelle's been Stacy's best friend since toddler days. They move on to Brian Joy's party on Coach Drive, then to Michelle Elder's on East Hanover Street. Police break up the party around 1:50 a.m., according to multiple reports. The plan was to crash at Janelle's place, where her mom, Kathy, had laid out a pallet for them, but it's already full with Kansas relatives. Around 2 a.m., Suzie's stomach aches from pizza she ate with Sherrill earlier. The girls decide to head to Sherrill's house instead. Suzie's excited to show Stacy her new king-size waterbed, a graduation gift. Sherrill had been home alone earlier, finishing a client's haircut around 10 p.m. She was on the phone at 11:15 p.m., chatting and varnishing furniture, sounding completely normal, according to official timelines. But something felt off. Suzie's ex-boyfriend, Dustin Rekla, had been stalking her, slashing her tires, showing up uninvited. She'd moved out more than once, first to live with him, then to stay with her brother Stevie after a fight. Meanwhile, Sherrill had been receiving strange, unsettling prank calls, hang-ups, and heavy breathing ever since they moved into the new house. According to family members, Sherrill had seemed on edge lately. Even if she downplayed it, was someone watching them? Suzie's DUI had tangled her with Dustin's crowd. Could she have crossed someone dangerous? These details seem small and easy to overlook, but in hindsight, they feel like warning signs. At about 2:15 a.m., Suzie's red Ford Escort and Stacy's Toyota Corolla pull into the driveway, joining Sherrill's Mitsubishi Eclipse. The house is dark. Sherrill's likely asleep. What happened next remains a mystery. It's 2:15 a.m., June 7th, 1992. Suzie and Stacy slip into Sherrill's house on Delmar Street, maybe still laughing from the night's chaos. Sherrill's in bed, Cinnamon asleep at her feet. The neighborhood is silent. No barking dogs, no screeching tires. Then, sometime between 2:30 and 8 a.m., something horrifying occurs. No one hears a thing. By 8:30 a.m., Stacy's mom, Janice McCall, is worried. Stacy had promised to call. Janice phones Janelle's house, only to learn the girls never stayed there. Concerned, Janelle and her boyfriend, Mike Henson, heads to Sherrill's at 9 a.m., thinking they'll make plans for their water park trip. What they find is chilling. 3 cars sit quietly in the driveway. The porch light's glass globe is shattered, but the bulb still burns. Thinking they're helping, Janelle and Mike sweep the shards into a dumpster. That decision later haunts them. Had they unknowingly erased a clue? The front door is unlocked. Inside, it's like time stopped. Purses, Sherrill's, Suzie's, and Stacy's. lie on the floor near Suzie's sunken bedroom. Wallets still contain cash and IDs. Sherrill's $900 salon deposit is untouched. Keys hang nearby. Sherrill's glasses sit by her bed, a book left open as if she was reading. Stacy's flowered shorts are folded neatly on her sandals, jewelry tucked inside. Suzie's cigarettes and lighter, her lifeline, are left behind. A half-finished Coke sits on the table. The TV plays static, possibly from a stopped VHS tape. The house shows signs of the girls winding down. Wet clothes in the hamper, jewelry on the bathroom sink. It looks like they removed their makeup, got ready for bed. Cinnamon's barking wildly, jumping into Janelle's arms. Janelle checks the backyard, thinking maybe they're sunbathing. It's a cloudy 67 degrees. Nothing. Then the phone rings. Janelle answers. A man on the line spews sexual obscenities. She hangs up. It rings again. More of the same. A prank? Maybe. But given the circumstances, it's terrifying. Suzie's bed covers are pulled back, normal for a teenager. Two blinds are slightly parted, like someone peeked outside. Could the shattered globe have drawn them out? Stacy's clothes are still there. She likely left in just a shirt and underwear, too small to wear any of Suzie's. Perhaps Sherrill and Suzie followed her out, all in night clothes. Later that afternoon, Janice arrives, heart pounding. Cinnamon rushes to her, crying and yipping. Inside, she sees the purses, Stacy's bikini laid out for the water park, the untouched graduation cake with "Congrats Seuss" written across it. She learns that a 911 hang-up call had been made from Sherrill's phone at 8 a.m., a possible cry for help. To make matters worse, the answering machine had recorded a lewd message, but it was accidentally erased by one of the visitors. There's no blood, no forced entry, no fingerprints. At the time, DNA testing was years away. Sergeant David Asher would later describe the scene like something out of science fiction, like they were beamed up, and that's exactly how it feels. The silence, the untouched belongings, Cinnamon's frantic yelps. It's as if the house swallowed them whole. By 8:48 p.m., Janice has called Officer Bob Berry, and the search begins. Over 30 officers, 2 FBI agents, and the crisis action team join forces, working 12-hour shifts. They search lakes, rivers, and canals. Lake Springfield and the James River, with divers, dogs, and helicopters. By 2023, over 20,000 tips have been logged, stretching across 21 states, producing 32,000 documents. One waitress at Georgia Steakhouse claims to have seen the trio between 2:30 and 3 a.m., with Suzie acting giddy, and Sherrill calming her. But the report surfaces weeks later and remains unverified. A mysterious green Dodge van, rusty no windows, is seen parked near a grocery store at 4:30 a.m. A blonde woman is behind the wheel, possibly Suzie, while a man yells, "Don't do anything stupid." Others recall seeing a similar van earlier near a dentist's office. A witness even wrote down a license plate number, but under hypnosis, they couldn't recall it. Suspects emerge, but none stick. Dustin Rekla, Suzie's ex, had used her car to steal gold fillings from a mausoleum with friends. Suzie was supposed to testify against him. A motive? Possibly, but he had a concert alibi that checked out. He also had connections to a biker gang, and strange books on Satanism were found in Suzie's room, raising eyebrows. Still, authorities say he cooperated. Stevie Levitt, Suzie's brother, had a tense relationship with Sherrill and wasn't speaking to her before she moved. But his alibi, he was in Kansas City, was verified, and he passed a polygraph test. There was a drifter, 5 feet 9 inches, bearded, spotted near the house, who disappeared soon after. Police even released a sketch. Nothing came of it. Then there's Robert Craig Cox, convicted kidnapper, suspected murderer. In 1992, he worked as a utility locator near Sherrill's house. In 1997, he chillingly claimed the women were dead and buried near Springfield. He taunted, "I'll tell when my mom dies." His alibi, church with his girlfriend, fell apart when she recanted. He matched the profile, but no solid evidence tied him to the scene. He was paroled in 2020, still a person of interest. More recently, attention turned to serial killer Larry Dwayne Hall. In 1992, he was 29 and attending a Civil War reenactment just 20 miles north of Springfield. He drove a van similar to the green one witnesses described. His twin brother said Larry had confessed to stalking a girl who looked like Stacy. His style: abductions without a trace, matches. But again, no hard evidence links him to the case. In 1993, police searched a farm tied to another murderer. Nothing. In 2002, they dug through concrete at a business in Webster County. Still nothing. In 2007, a new theory emerged, one tied to an unlikely place: the South parking garage at Cox Hospital. A reporter, Caddy Baird, had received an anonymous tip claiming that the women's bodies were buried there before the foundation was poured. She brought in engineer Rick Norland, who used ground-penetrating radar and detected 3 anomalies about the size of human graves beneath the structure. But police dismissed the findings, citing that the garage wasn't even under construction until September 1993, over a year after the women vanished. Years before that, on New Year's Eve 1992, America's Most Wanted received a call from someone claiming to have vital information about the case. But just as the call was being transferred to Springfield police, the line went dead. The caller was never identified. There's also the theory that the women were lured out by someone they knew, maybe by pretending there was a gas leak or problem outside. It would explain the broken porch light, the unlocked door, the untouched valuables. Over the years, the case has been picked up by countless podcasts and docuseries, like the Springfield Three, Crime Watch Daily, and others. Each try to unearth something new. Every year, tips trickle in. Every year, another dead end. But still no bodies, no arrests, no crime scene, and no final clue. Just 3 women who vanished. 33 years later, posters still fade on street corners. Flowers still appear on that porch. And Springfield still waits. Someone knows something. Someone remembers that night. And until we find out who, it's not over. Not yet.